Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Morning Sip with Red Melissa. I am Red Melissa, and this is Morning Sip. SIP stands for Spirit and Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So I hope everyone had a great weekend. I certainly had a full weekend, and I'll get into that with some joy news. Well, here we are, and I want to get right into it. So, last week I was sharing about Dare to Prosper. I was inspired by Catherine Ponder's book, Dare to Prosper. And last week I spent the week sharing about her 4 steps to prosperous thinking, her 4 steps to prosperous thinking. And it got me thinking today about continuing to share a little bit with you, a sip about this book, Dare to Prosper by Catherine Ponder. And so the second chapter is called Substance, the Key to Prosperity. So I'm not going to get into that chapter. I'm not going to get into that chapter. Instead, I'm going to jump ahead to chapter 3, which is called A Master Plan for Success. A Master Plan for Success, Shay. And Shay, I know you got a master plan for success. Yes, I know. It is your tiny homes that you have been imagining and praying and affirming. And I know it will come into fruition. And so it is. And so for me to know that about Shay means that she's been putting that out into the universe, right? That it is a part of her life. So is your plan a part of who you are? Is your master plan for your life, your passion, your purpose? Those are the types of questions that we get to ask ourselves so that we can start to excavate what really moves us, what really gets us going, what really inspires us. So, one of the questions, the first question, Catherine opens that chapter 3, with a question. And the question is, what do you want to achieve, accomplish, and experience? What do you want to achieve, accomplish, and experience? So that's going to be our question for the week. What do you want to achieve, accomplish, and experience? And I'm going to make it a little more specific by putting in 2025. What do you want to achieve, accomplish, and experience in 2025? So Davy the cat's right by me meowing, and he's wanting to come and get up on my lap. If y'all can hear him. There he is. There he is. So you can say hi, Davy. Yeah, say hi to the people. There you go. Okay, goodbye. So that's the question. What do you want to achieve, accomplish, and experience in 2025? Now, I don't expect anyone to answer that question right in this moment, but some of you may already know, right? Some of you may already have even just an inkling of what those things are that you're feeling starting to like percolate even more for you. So I invite you just to write that question down. What do I want to accomplish, achieve, and experience in 2025? Just write the question down, right? And we know the power of writing, right? It was one of the 4 steps. Dare to write. Write it down. Dream bigger. Dream bigger in 2025. So let me share a little bit of what Catherine Ponder writes in the book, Dare to Prosper. And as I mentioned in the past, it's a small book. There are how many pages? 66 pages. You could read that in an hour or two. And it's just packed with deliciousness. Packed with deliciousness. So, let me share this with you. She writes, the master plan idea works, regardless of any other conditions or circumstances. If you can conceive what you wish to accomplish within the next few years, work out a timetable for your success, and then just hold to that expectation, quietly working towards it. Your master plan will draw to you whatever else is needed to make your life as you wish it. Such is the magnetic power of the master plan. So we start to plan, right? We start to plan now by creating a timetable for our success. And we're not talking about anything that's complicated, right? A simple timetable. One of the things that I'm doing at Rockland CSL, where I'm the spiritual director, senior minister, is we're doing a spiritual strategic plan for the next 3 years for Rockland CSL. And the question that I'm putting before everyone, because this is our work for 2025, is that question. What do we want to achieve, accomplish, and experience in 2025 as Rockland CSL? And then we get to imagine and we get to vision and we get to plan and we get to step more fully into that, because now the divine idea has been released into the universe. And that energy, that frequency, that vibration will be reflected back to us. We will attract it. We will magnetize it. And so that's what we get to do in our own lives. Plan. Be purposeful. We've all heard that saying. What's that saying? A failure to plan is a plan for failure. A failure to plan is a plan for failure. So let's set ourselves up for success. And if we fall, it's fine. We get back up, having learned something. Yes? So we start to feel into our master plan. So this is not simply a thinking exercise. It's not just a mental exercise. It's also a feeling. So what is the feeling that you want to experience in 2025? Right? And so we're marrying the mental, right? We're creating that mental equivalent. And we're also creating and leaning more fully into the feeling equivalent. So it's just to start to get the marinade going, right? We're just doing the sauce right now. we got the pot on a really low light. It's just simmering, right? We're setting our bedtime intentions. What is it that I want to achieve, experience, and accomplish in 2025? What am I passionate about? What feeds my soul and my spirit? How do I want to be of service in the world? What is mine to do? And many of us already know the answers to these questions, but for whatever reason, we don't take action. We love to talk about what we're going to do, but we don't do it. So it's time to take action. I'm telling you, the energy that is greeting us in 2025, like 2024, is action energy. It is activated to manifest our purpose and our passion and our plan. So that's the invitation. That's the invitation that we get to stand and be fully embodied in, right? It's not a wish. It's not a hope. It's a plan. It's a plan. It's an intention. It's a deliberate intention. And it doesn't happen by happenstance. It happens when we take a stand. Oh, I like that. It don't happen by happenstance. It happens when we take a stand. And we're taking a stand to live fully alive in 2025. So, y'all come on now with me. I see you, Fee King. Fee King said, I'm accepting this action invitation. Yes. And Fee also shared, I want to feel love, inclusivity, healthy, and full of absolute joy. I want to feel yummy, delicious, and happy. Yes, Fee, I can feel that energy. I will achieve more impact, love, positive, and transformative influence in the world. Let's go. Let's go. That's the energy I'm talking about. It gets you excited, right? So if you're not feeling excited about your life, then we need to have a conversation. We need to have a conversation. So this is where we're going this week. And this sets us up beautifully for 2025, because one of the first things that we're doing in 2025 is my annual class, the 30-Day Mental Diet by Willis Kinnear. I've been doing this probably for the last 5 years or so. 30-Day Mental Diet by Willis Kinnear. And it's all about living life more fully alive in 2025. So we're going to be releasing, affirming, transforming, and activating. Action is going to be big for me next year. It might be one of my words for 2025. So we're powering up. We are powering up in the new year in a new way with a renewed you, right? That renewal of the mind. We could step into that in any moment, right now. So on Friday, we had our meditation with the full moon. It was the last full moon in 2024. And we did big releasing into the full moon energy. Because one of the things we talked about last week, one of those dares is to dare to vacuum. Dare to vacuum. Dare to create space for that which you are desiring to experience and to be in 2025. And you can't be that if you're all cluttered up mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Are you cluttered up? And let me tell y'all something. The universe always works for my highest good. Always conspires for me. Because let me tell y'all what's happening right now in the household. So I've been talking about my office for quite some time, that I have a picture of what I want my office to look like and feel like. And it has been cluttered for quite some time. I'll make a little bit of progress and then it'll get cluttered again. Can anyone relate to that? A little bit of progress and then it gets cluttered again. And so these last couple of months, I've been taking teeny, itsy, witsy baby steps in decluttering my office, right? And then what happens? I get this gift, this blessing that to some may look like a horrible thing has happened. And I shared in November, we had a serious electrical issue in our house that had to be addressed immediately. And one of my dear friends brought his electrician here. And this man has been a gift and a blessing to me, my family, and our home. And he's here now. I hope he can hear me talking about him. And it has extended beyond electrical work. And right now, what's happening right now is that he is in my office redoing the ceiling in my office. Now, let me tell you something. The ceiling in my office has been a mess since before we bought the house. And it was one of those projects that we were going to get to, but it wasn't a priority, right? It's 20 years later, and it's still the same way, right? Still the same way. And he asked me, what else do you need fixed in the house? And I showed him the ceiling, and he was like, okay, we're going to fix that. Now, in order for that to get fixed, guess what I had to do? I had to clear out some stuff in my office. So now that baby step has turned into a big old leap, a big old leap. Because that's what we need sometimes. Sometimes we need conspirers. Now, my electrician didn't know he was conspiring on my behalf. Or maybe he did. Maybe he did. I don't know. It don't matter. But that's what's happening. So they're putting up a new ceiling. They're putting up new lighting. I'm going to rearrange the whole office the way I've always wanted it to be. And my desire, because I wrote this down in my journal the beginning of the year as one of the things that I wanted to get accomplished in 2024. It is December 17th. It is happening now. It is happening now. The framework of it is being activated right now. I would imagine it all the time. I would feel what it would feel like all the time. But it don't just happen. It ain't magic, y'all. It ain't. We have to be involved in our lives. We have to trust that by taking action, everything else that we need will be provided. The resources will be provided. I am clear that the electrician is a resource of the source. He is a resource from the source. And it's a beautiful thing. So, if you want some of what I'm talking about, work on getting clear about what it is you want to achieve, accomplish, and experience in your life. And so we're going to kick that off with the 30-day mental diet starting January 7th, 7 p.m. It is 5 weeks. It costs $55 before the end of the year, before December 31st. After that is $75. You can register now. Go to my social media and you can register today. Okay, get the book. Shay has an extra copy, so you could connect with Shay and she could get the book to you. But January 7th, we are laying the foundation. January 7th, 30-day mental diet is one of the resources that we use to lay the foundation. Another resource that we are using is group spiritual life coaching. So if one of your desires is to work more closely with me, I do one-on-one spiritual life coaching. And for the second time, I'll be doing a group spiritual life coaching. And so that will start February 1st. It's on a Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Some folks have been asking me about a weekday evening. If I have enough people who are interested in that, I will add another group during the week. So just send me a direct message and let me know your interest. So this week, no, the end of this week, I will be posting about group spiritual life coaching. I've been talking about this just with my congregation of joy to give you all first dibs because there's only 8 slots and 3 have already been taken. So that's 5 slots left. So once I open it up to the public, there'll be more people who may be interested. So don't hesitate, take action, right? Take action. Send me a direct message and let me know, and I will add you to the list. The group spiritual life coaching is going to be focusing on this master plan that I'm talking about. Planted in principle, prioritizing our passion with our purpose, producing to experience, making progress with practice. That is the scope of the work to give you an idea. It's 6 weeks. It's a 6-week commitment. So you're not in and out. One week you in, next week you out. I will tell you, this is not for you right now. With love, right? With love. So 6-week commitment to start. It will be continuing on throughout the year. So you decide how committed you want to be to creating your master plan, to taking action in your master plan, and to living your master plan. You get to decide that. But the first part is feeling into it, mentally creating it, writing it out, getting down the first layer of the plan, the foundation. All right, y'all. So I done moved into some joy news. So let's just stay here. Let's just stay here. Let me check in with y'all and then we'll get into more joy news. Yes, Fee King, action, power up now for 2025. That's what I'm talking about. Say cool. All right. Say cool and Fee are in for the 30-day mental diet. And they both have done it before and they're doing it again because it's always different for you. It's always different for you. Shay said, I vacuum some things, girl, especially Sunday. Woo! Thank you so much. Now, let me tell y'all what had happened on Sunday that Shay is referring to. Sunday was the third Sunday. We have our in-person service at Rockland CSL with a Unitarian Universalist congregation in Rockland County. And Sunday, I created, along with Rev Joan, of remembrance service. It was called Oneness as Remembrance. And everyone who wanted to participate got the opportunity to remember a loved one that they may have lost this year or in the past, but not just people, but also pets. So it was for people and pets, our loved ones. I got to speak about my Aunt Marion. It just felt really good to share about the gift of patience that she gave me. And everyone shared what they received, the gift that they received from their loved ones. And it was a beautiful, beautiful service in community with UU. So I'm grateful Shay was there virtually. Another girlfriend of mine's, Deborah, she was there virtually, and I got to speak the names for them and light candles and just be in that remembrance and in that release also. You know, there is a release when we remember, when we stop holding on to things from other people, other experiences that we may have had with people. We get to remember and release. So between Friday with the meditation with the moon release and then Sunday with the remembrance and releasing, Woo! 2024 is being emptied out. Let me tell you, let me tell you. So there is lots of space. We are creating lots of space for the blessings for 2025. And my daughter is calling me on the phone, and she usually doesn't do that. So hold, please. Hold, please. All right. She's okay. She needs my social security number, so I'll call her back. All right. I see you, Stacy. Stacy said, I'm also cleaning my office and my papers. It's the paper, y'all, right? Oh my goodness, I got so much paper. Oh, and it can feel so intimidating at times. Like, how in the world am I going to get through all that paper? But let me tell you, you get through it one paper at a time, one piece of mail at a time. That's how you get through it. So I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, Stacy. I see you, Fatima West. She is in it for the 30-day mental diet. Wonderful. Visualizing it, making a decision, taking action now, all of the things, all the things. All right, Fatima. So please register for the 30-day mental diet. Do it before the end of the year. It's $55. It's on Eventbrite. And if you can't find it, just shoot me a DM and I'll send you the link. But I'll repost the link as well. I wish I remembered it right now. I would post it right now, but I don't remember it right now. All right, y'all. Let's see what else I want to share. Tomorrow is Community Cafe. It's a wonderful event that we do for free for the community on Wednesdays. And so tomorrow is the third Wednesday. So we will be talking about and creating space for self-care. So self-care through community, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can go to rocklandcsl.org and the Zoom link is there. I'll put that up for you. rocklandcsl.org. The Zoom link is there for Community Cafe, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, self-care through community. And that is facilitated by one of our practitioners. So I hope you would join us. It's so important to take time for ourselves, to replenish ourselves. Yes. So I hope that you would take advantage of that. It's free to everyone. All right. I think that's all the joy news I have right now. So I will see you tomorrow. Take into contemplation. You can make it your journal prompt. This question: what do I want to achieve, accomplish, and experience in 2025? Just plant the seed. Just plant the seed. All right? All right, y'all. So peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.